This is McCook's Mr. Bill. It's an honor to have you here. You're here for some stories, okay? Just yesterday, I had 3 boys, 5th graders, standing outside my snow cone truck there talking, and talking about the school shootings. And so I asked them, I said, are you really concerned or worried that there might be a school shooting in McCook, Nebraska? And one of them spoke, and I quote, "No, not here. If someone gets mad at you here, they just pay a quarter to an ugly girl to run up and kiss you. Of course, that is worse than getting shot." End quote. End quote. Let that sink in. Or, I had a gentleman I see a couple of times a year, and he came up and he said that he had a good time this last Christmas. And I said, "What'd you do?" And he said, well, first off, he said he decided he was going to have a DNA test, see where he'd come from. And it was from England, over that direction. Okay, fine. Was his ancestry. And he said, but I found out a lot more than that. And he said there was also a picture, an address and everything of a man. And that man was his son. 99.1% chance that that was his son. Pretty good odds. So he contacted the man and found out when he was, born, and then went back 9 months, and he said that was when he was going to college, this man in McCook. And he said spring break was going on at that time period. And he said, I went on spring break. And he said, yeah, I did meet a girl, a young lady. And he said, but I sure didn't remember her name, never saw her before or since. He said, we had one night where we really got drunk, but he said he didn't remember doing anything. But with that in mind, apparently they did something. Absolutely. And so he then went and visited the man and the whole family. Now that woman, when she found out she was pregnant, she assumed it was with another man. And that man stepped up and married her and was an extremely good father to that boy and young man later. And so he did the right thing as far as he thought. But he said sometimes when you look back into history, you might find more stuff than you could possibly imagine that might have happened in your past. But that's what happened to a local man here in McCook, Nebraska, by checking his DNA.